Welcome back to the channel, fellas. Today, Texas Tech 2019 season simulation. How will they do without their coach, Kliff Kingsbury? Let's check it out. First, let's find out how good Texas Tech is. Let's see what they're rocking. They're rocking a B overall, B plus offense, B defense. Season schedule: Texas Tech, UTEP, then you got an FCS team, Arizona, Baylor, Kansas, West Virginia, Oklahoma State, a ranked K-State, number 25, Iowa State, TCU, and then two hard games to end the season, Oklahoma and Texas. Can Texas Tech win the Big 12? That's quite the slate there. Arizona might shock a few people. Let's see what we're doing here. Texas Tech gets a pretty good overall class, capped by a 76 overall wide receiver, Brian Grigsby. Hello, Brian. Let's check out who the lowest player was in the class. And as always, Scott, good luck on seeing the field. A 58 overall center, but that's a pretty decent class for Texas Tech. They had a 2,000-yard rushing season. Hey, an NCAA record, longest interception return. They won an overtime game. They signed that 5-star prospect. But they didn't get a lot of consecutive wins here. Okay, so let's see. 7-5 overall for Texas Tech. Let's check out the conference standings and see how everyone did. Texas 10-2 wins the Big 12. Kansas State 8-4. Oklahoma 8-4. Texas Tech actually comes in fourth. 7-5 on the season. The Big 12 just beats up on itself. Let's check it out. UTEP, they win. So they win the first couple games. They lost to Arizona. They beat Baylor in overtime. And then you come back and lose to a 6-6 Kansas. I don't get it. How is Kansas 6-6, number one? West Virginia 5-7 when they started off the year, number 13. Oklahoma State, they beat them. Lose to K-State, who goes 8-4 on the year. Come out and beat Iowa State, beat TCU, lose to Oklahoma and Texas. That's a hard way to end the season. At least Texas Tech will get a bowl game. Also, losing to the number 4 team, not the worst thing in the world for Texas Tech, especially coming off that new coach. Top 25 polls, let's check it out. We do see Tulsa 12-0, unanimous number 1, Alabama number 2, Ohio State number 3, both 11-1. Texas on the outside looking in at 10-2. And then you got Miami, Washington, Mississippi State, Purdue, Auburn, and Duke rounding out the top 10. Some pretty good games next week. Let's check out Clemson 9-3. That's actually a pretty good season. One of the best they get in all these simulations. And then you got Memphis, Hawaii, and Louisville down at the bottom there. Let's check out the BCS. Tulsa, the perfect team this year, playing North Texas. You gotta assume they'll make it to the national championship. Alabama plays Florida. Ohio State plays Nebraska. Texas probably on the outside looking in. No conference championship game when NCAA14 was made. So you gotta think the Big 12 is looking in on the game from the bleachers. All right, let's get into bowl season. Let's see how Texas Tech does. Here we go. Texas Tech will play Michigan in the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. Number 17 Michigan. A+ overall offense and defense. Texas Tech has a much better offense. You gotta think maybe the offense can hang with that defense. Kirk is rocking with the Big 12 and Texas Tech 7-5 versus Michigan 9-3. That is a horrible offense. 25 points a game. I don't believe in Michigan. I'm rocking with Kirk on this one. I just think Texas Tech will bring too much spread offense to that game. Let's check it out. Texas Tech wins the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. 8 wins on the season. Let's check out the season stats. Duffy, 2,500 yards, 50th in the country. Ward, 1,200 yards. That's pretty good for a Texas Tech running back. Over 1,000 yards for their top receiver. 43 tackles for Howard. Howard, 7.5 sacks. He was a beast this year. Parker, 5 interceptions. And for the kickers, let's check it out. Irons, 51 field goal. That's pretty good. Only good for 28th in the country. But if you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.